$300 each. The first to Miss Emily Ferrante. And the second to Marissa Ferrante. The Matthew Matt Tansen Memorial Scholarship, in memory of a gentleman who lived in this community and worked for the town for many, many years. This year, 2 memorial scholarships, each in the amount of $300. The first to Kristen Almquist. And the second to Kelly Mulkern. The Pigeon Cove Circle Scholarship in the amount of $500 going to a young man going to the Stockbridge School, which is part of the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. He's going to pursue studies in arboriculture and park management. Mr. Christopher Wood. The Gloucester Kiwanis Club Scholarship in the amount of $500. A young man going off to the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, going to study liberal arts, Mr. Michael Lavasco. The Sandy Bay Brotherhood Scholarships, each in the amount of $500. There are 2 of them. The first going to Amy Arnold. And the second going to Mr. Andrew Eaton. Duffy's Silver Brothers Florist Scholarship. Each year a scholarship is presented to a graduate, the senior class, who's going to major in some type of business. This year it's going to a young man who's off to Philadelphia, St. Joseph's College, to study finance, Mr. Jeffrey Olson. The Joan Martin Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 in memory of a woman who taught in the Rockwood schools for many years. It's going to a young woman off to Hamilton College in New York, going to study economics, Ms. Courtenay Kelly. The New England Cablevision Scholarship in the amount of $600, going to a young woman who's going to study broadcast journalism down south, Kathleen Katie Holt. The Rockport Sportsman's Club Scholarship in the amount of $600 going to Miss Amy Arnold. The major banks in Boston is responsible for a very large trust, and each year they get in touch with us to let us know how much money is available. This year we're able to give 7 scholarships, 1 in the amount of $900 and the others in the amount of $800. That's the best I could do with my division. And the $900 scholarship is going to a young woman. She's going to really follow the sun. She's going to study communications at the University of Arizona, Miss Virginia Waite. And the following $800 scholarships go to Miss Bridget DeMaine, Katie Holt, a young man going off to Worcester at Clark University to study liberal arts, and I'm sure play a lot of basketball, Mr. Jason Olson. Very talented young woman. She's going to school in New York, Mercyhurst College. She's a very accomplished ballet dancer. She's going to major in dance, Miss Jennifer Summers. Young woman going to study graphic illustration in Boston at the Massachusetts College of Art, Miss Caitlin Tabor. He likes the color orange, I don't know why. Going to Syracuse, Mr. Eric Whitaker. The Daughters of the American Revolution, Cape Ann chapter, in memory of Shirley E. Klein, goes to the Rockwood High School Good Citizen, voted by the faculty. Announced earlier this year, scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Mary Balcom. The other Daughters of the American Revolution Scholarship goes to a young man going off to Amherst, Mass, in the amount of $1,000, Mr. Christopher Wood. Each year, Sigrid Olson, very talented woman who owns the company Sigrid Olson Design, puts up a $1,000 scholarship. This year it's going to a young woman, Ms. Caitlin Tabor. The Addison Gilbert Auxiliary Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 going to a young woman who's going to study exercise physiology, pre-physical therapy at the University of Mass at Lowell, Miss Melissa Sellers. The Captain's Bounty Motor Inn Scholarship. There are two of them this year, each in the amount of $1,000. The first going to Emily Ferrante. And the other going to Marissa Ferrante. The Rosalie C. Edwards Memorial Scholarship, in memory of a woman who, very active in this community, did a lot behind the scenes, worked hard for this community, valued education highly. Each year, a scholarship in her memory is presented. This year, it's $1,200 to Miss Megan O'Connell. We have another trust scholarship controlled by a bank. It's the Arthur and Harriet Wright Memorial Scholarship. This year, in the amount of $1,800. Congratulations, Mr. Christopher Wood. The last scholarship to be announced tonight is the Armand B. Cook Scholarship Fund. It's a scholarship that has to be given one each to a graduate of Gloucester High School and a graduate of Rockwood High School. This year they split it down the middle, $3,728.50. It's going to a young woman who's going off to Stonehill College to major in English honors, Mary Balcom. I'm not good at math, but I think we set a record tonight. And give or take $1 or two, class, you've just earned $75,000. A few words about this class. Behind me are sitting 43 graduating seniors. One of them has decided to go to work full-time, at least to begin. I'm sure he'll go on to school. One more has decided as of today he's undecided, but he is leaning toward a two-year college. 41 of these 43 students applied to post-secondary schools, colleges, and universities. 2 of them are going to one-year schools, 4 of them to two-year schools, and 35 of them to 4-year colleges or universities. We're very proud of the fact that 93% of you are going on right away. Congratulations. Of the 41 who are going on to further education right away, they're homebodies. 32 of them are going to stay right here in Massachusetts. 1 is going off to Arizona, 1 to California, 1 to Connecticut, 1 to Maine, 3 to New York, 1 to Pennsylvania, and 1 to Virginia. Another interesting figure for this class, I think it's a first. It's kind of frightening. Only 1 of these 43 young men and women sitting behind me lives over the bridge in the North Village. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with Rockport, we have a North Village, Pigeon Cove, and we usually have a few more than just one. I'm going to have to find out what's wrong with the drinking water over there. I also want to thank before I forget, members of the Rockport Legion Band as well as students, and I can see also an alum that has come back for providing music tonight, volunteer. Also, if you look at the back of the program, there's a typographical error for which we very humbly apologize. There should be an asterisk there indicating a 4-year honor average to a young woman. Somehow it didn't get on there, and I apologize. Ms. Courtney Hahn Kelly, would you stand, please? Before I sit down, the town historian asked me to put together some thoughts that read some thoughts she put together. 50 years ago this month, the Rockport High School class of 1948 graduated, and there were 25 graduates in that class, and they were a class of firsts. They were the first class in Rockport to wear caps and gowns at their graduation, and they thought they were great. They were gray gowns with red tassels. They moved their class prom that year. They went big time. They went from the Old Town Hall to the Rockport Golf Club. They had a class banquet, and I think they really had some money, because I read here that they held their banquet at the Copley Plaza Hotel in Boston, in a private dining room, no less. 25, it was probably a phone booth, but nevertheless, they were at the Copley Plaza. They went to the Boston Pops. They went to a Boston Braves game. They went to the Franklin Park Zoo, and they went to Revere Beach. Revere Beach, can you imagine? Wait a minute. Also, for the very first time in Rockport history, the Rockport High School Glee Club sang at a graduation. 2 of the members of that class became selectmen. One of them is here every single year. The other one is here very, very often, and I'd like to acknowledge who they are. I saw Herbie Carlson come in. Where are you, Herbie? Right down here. And also he's here year after year in the front row, Mr. Niccolo Barletta. This time we'll go on to the presentation of awards and diplomas. To do the honors this evening will be Dr. Lynn Yeamans, high school principal, Dr. Charles Martin, superintendent of schools, Mr. Paul Murphy, school committee chairperson, Ms. Kathy Hilliard, the class of 1998 advisor. Please come up.
Daniel Edmund DeShano. Michael Abbott Lavasco. Jason Charles Olson. Christopher Huntington Wood. Jared Stephen Vanderwerken, 4th in his class. Kathleen Mary Holt. Jennifer Catherine Summers. Virginia Waite. Kristen Lee Almquist. Melissa Elizabeth Sellers. Bridget Eliza Demain, first in her class. Emily Beth Ferrante. Jacqueline Suzanne Waddell. Kelly Ann Mulkern. Mary Elizabeth Bolcom, second in her class. Brian Salvatore DeCaro, fifth in his class. Andrew Joseph Eaton. James Michael Doyle. Charles Demetrius Komenos. Jason Dean Moss. Frederick Charles Fritzen. Nathan Curtis Untz. Salvatore Nicholas Parisi, Jr. Edward Joseph Britsky, Jr. Brenda Louise Parisi. Justin Patrick Parity, third in his class. Jonathan Edward Ring. Caitlin Eileen Tabor. Corinne Elise Johorian. Megan Elizabeth Hickey. Caitlin Brown Chandler. Angie Joy Aspasy. Marissa Jean Ferrante. Courtney Han Kelly. Amy Lynn Arnold. Santo Peter Militello. Eric Stephen Whitaker. Douglas John Silva. Dana Stewart Tarbox Jr. Joseph William Martin Perry. Nathan Charles Andrews. Megan Lynn O'Connell. Jeffrey Charles Olson.
of trouble.